Welcome to Momedaram. In this video, we will see what is string buffer class and why it is needed. Before that, we will see string objects. String objects are immutable in nature. That means once we create string objects, we cannot modify them. Whenever we try to modify the existing string object, a new string object is created with modifications. In this example, if you see string s1 is equals to momedaram, s1 is equals to s1 dot concat of soft, s1 is equals to s1 dot concat of where, s1 is equals to s1 dot concat of developer. So in each operation, in each line, there is new object will be created. So when you run this program, generally what will happen, momedaram object will be created and it will be pointed to the s1. In the second line, new object will be created with momedaram and soft, and this s1 will be pointed to the newly created object, and this object will be, and this momedaram object will be eligible for garbage collection. And the next line, when the cursor comes here, the new object is created momedaram software. So here s1 will points to this momedaram software object, and these two objects are eligible for garbage collection. And when the cursor comes here, last line, new object will be created momedaram software developer. So this object will be created and this s1 will be pointed to this object. So whenever we are doing changes in the content, the new object is created. Because of this, every change new object creation, memory will be full. Once the memory is full, the performance will be reduced. Strings has powerful feature in java, even though it is not recommended some situations, like when the content is frequently changing. In that situations, we can use string buffer. String buffer objects are mutable in nature. That is, once we create string buffer objects, we can modify them and no new object will be created for every modification. Let us see an example. String buffer s is equals to new string buffer of momedaram. S dot append of soft, S dot append of where, S dot append of developer, and when we are printing this S. So here append is a method. It is like, it is similar to concat method in the string class. Similar means it will do the both will do the same operations. So when you run this program, how the object will be created, we'll see. So when the first line string buffer s is equals to new string buffer of momedaram, so momedaram object will be created and it will be pointed to the s object. The cursor comes to the second line, it will not create new object like string objects. It will modify the content in the object only. So object will not, new object will not be created here. Whatever the content is there, it will be modified. When the controller comes here in the third line, software, the object where will be appended to the soft. In the next line, developer will be added in the same content. So when you print s, it will give momedaram software developer. So string buffer objects are mutable. That means once we create string buffer objects, we can modify them and no new objects will be created for every modification. String buffer is final class. That means we cannot create subclasses for this string buffer also. We have to use new operator to create objects to string buffer class. We cannot use literals to create objects. String objects can be created using two ways. One is literals and one is using new operator. So in case of string buffer, we can able to create string buffer objects by using only new operator only. We cannot use literals. So because of using new operator, the objects will be stored in heap memory. String buffer objects are stored in heap memory. Because of string buffer objects are mutable in nature, there won't be a concept of string constant pool. So string constant pool concept is not applicable for string buffer. It is only applicable for string classes. Let us take an example. String buffer s1 is equals to new string buffer of Momedaram. So when you run this program, like string buffer s1 is equals to new string buffer of Momedaram, Momedaram object will be created and it will be pointed to the s1. Here we need to understand one of the most important point, that is the number of characters in the string buffer object is called as length. And one more important point is capacity. The capacity is nothing but how many characters can have this string buffer object. In string classes, there is no concept of capacity because string objects are immutable in nature. That means the length and capacity of the string object will be same. But whereas in the string buffer, they are immutable in nature. So the length will be number of characters present in the string buffer object, and the capacity will be how many characters can it have, this is string buffer object. This is all about this video. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.